must have done 100 shifts on those watchtowers. Never saw so much third-born blood under them.
Who just party in the brush? Invaders!
Another win, but who's counting?
We should be careful. I doubt this is the same third one we left.
Well, the walls are still standing. Let's see who's still on their feet.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I could entice you with riches in return for a simple favor?
The ruins? What happened? I heard them fall to rubble. It comes, it sings, it dreams of war and blood and smoke and Did you have a hand, Envoy? You and your Inquisitor destroyed hundreds of years of history and time, and silver lights flashing bright. Ruins break into bones, they do. They make a necklace, a collar of time. We choke and die. The roots eat what we leave. They nibble on what we forget. Eat and swim and swing. I'm sorry, I think I need a moment. Smoke and rhyme, we are losing time.
Oh no.
I think she's already slipping away from us. We've got to stop this plague, Envoy.
Leave for the silver and the root and the song. Go now. Go far. Yes, leave.
A butterfly emerges, a dream of peace.
Godlike. Over here.
Safe travels to you.
I'm sorry, but before anything else, I need a word with you. Of course, I understand the impulse of wanting to save those in Thirdborn.
You understand the impulse? Where's this going?
But think of all that we lost because of you and that monster. Again, I understand the impulse, Envoy, but you must think of future generations.
Did you really just say think of the children to justify killing?
I've heard enough. Even Ludwig wouldn't go that far.
Ludwig is a fool. Her brain has rotted away with the rest of her. We have no reason to believe that the Dream Scourge has been stopped, by the way. It certainly hasn't stopped Dream Scourge from appearing everywhere else in the Living Lands.
Then maybe we turn a few more of these ruins into heaps of rubble. I can't see anything good that's come out of them.
Maybe stop talking while you're ahead.
Years of lost history found, just in time to be erased by two Adiran fools. I trust Reengrim more than Ludwig. Reengrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than the dead woman burning down homes.
I hate to say it, Yatsley, but we're not changing anyone's mind today. Let's talk later. Just the two of us.
Fine, fine. You're right. It's done. Let's just focus on getting to the garden.
While that parting is probably the closest Ludwig gets to friendly, I'm not looking forward to our paths crossing again.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. And we gave her everything she wanted.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
Oh, this ought to be good.
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
Yes, but isn't it more fun that way? Keeps things spicy. Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power, but we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Ugh, that's just a pile of Sokka. Generally, debatable, but about the garden, definitely. You won't find a blessed a thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a page-raku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a blessed a oracle to know this won't go how you think it will. I don't know, Nimdut. I do know whatever I come up with is better than do whatever the voice in my head tells me to do. I'm done here. Do whatever blessed a planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Something's really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what.
Be gentle with him. Or if not gentle, understanding.
Well, Hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, I'm tired of your blessed day attitude. Get over it. Well, you know what? So am I. So just let me be alone for a bit. How should I know? I don't know what's going on in my head half the time. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat. My ears ring. I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying. I guess a lot of things happened to me there. I grew up there in Solace. I left there on purpose. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain about Shatterscarp. The ruins of Naku Kubel predate civilization as we know it, but the Steel Garrote care nothing for the past. You came all this way and found answers. Future generations will find only questions. The fact remains that we played into our enemy's hands. And what did we get in return? We delayed the inevitable. Better than nothing, I suppose. Though not by much. To cut the Dream Scourge off at the root and stop it. Maybe there's no right answer to any of this. Maybe all we can do is keep... I just wish the world and its problems would leave us alone. We'll get there eventually. Just need to wait. Right now we're up to our necks, but it can't keep rising forever. While I have your ear... Much appreciated. Something about Inquisitor Ludwig has been getting to me. She seemed eager to distinguish your Adiran loyalty from your nature as a godlike, as though the two are incompatible. She believes you can be loyal to your country or to your nature, but not both. Do you find that unusual? Truthfully, I don't know. I've got this... It's just... When you agreed to destroy the ruins, Ludwig was surprised, as though she didn't believe you would do the right thing. Ludwig clearly respects you, but I don't believe she trusts you. Maybe she never has. Anyway, that just had me thinking. Could be nothing. Or could get some rest. Despite everything that's happened, but in many ways, Quilichi has been... Oh, she's an expert. So... What are you so... Anyone in particular? Kai is a useful fellow. We need people. Kai wears his confidence like a mask. Wait, what's in? We haven't been together long, but in Paradise you have a reputation for being an unlawful misfit. This is the frontier, after all. We don't exactly do. You help, of course, at the end. For what it's worth, you... Pleasant dreams.
That's not hitting hard enough.
Time to replace that arm.
Coming from the rear.
On your left here.
I can bring back someone to help you. Please, if you just...
That island with the glowing tree. It's gotta be the garden. I don't see an easy way to get there, though. Let's look around. Maybe there's something in here.
We are close. Break the bars.
On the left. I'll let you have that. Get it together, Lord.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Envoy, over here. As I live and breathe, the faithless envoy. Ludwig finds your loyalty a touch diminished. If you're looking for the Inquisitor, she's hunting a lead to the garden through its twisted silver roots. The tower calls, and it turns, and it calls, but for the roots we go, if not for the roots. The roots say your name, Envoy. They say you told them to do it. I feel I can't think straight. Body's full of roots. Pulling me. You did this, didn't you? The roots try to choke the steel garrote, and we will strangle them in return. Cut them, bleed them.
Oh dear. Be careful. He might be too far gone.
The roots come, and you'll be the death of the sun. Won't let you, or stop you, kill you. Die as the roots die. Die, traitor! Lay yourself down.
What was that?
Don't be eager to meet us. What is that?
Left leg!
I'm gonna cut your head.
I like that trick a lot better before it led to all those trials in Naku Kubel. You sure do know how to show us the sights, envoy.
Much as I want to get to the garden, I'm loath to swim through that.
So the bridge is gone, but there's another way into the garden?
The other path is hidden well. I certainly don't see any way across the acid sea. Unless the Pargrunen are acid resistant, I think that's a safe assumption.
We can always ask around Solace if we need to get the lay of the land. I'm sure the wardens would appreciate a warning about the Steel Garrote, too.
Yes, let's go already.
This would be a great spot, but there are so many of them.
One's mine.
On your left ear.
Is it just me, or does it look like that volcano's burning hotter now?
My. It's rather dusty here, isn't it? How did the dwarves manage?
I'm starting to wonder if those gates are to keep strangers out or locals in.
You let me out of here right now!
Will you pipe down over here?
I'm innocent!
Oh, how cozy. The blood really brings everything.
No.
I demanded this. Ours of a justice system answer for itself.
Do you do this every day?
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods. Don't let him tell about maps.
I admit I took a few things from Pargruna Memorial. And I admit the caravans... Expeditions have cost. Easy to pass judgment when Sansa has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the dead... Well, it's not.
We do fine without grave robbing.
I just needed to survive.
You can't just barge in and tell us.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but I'm not paid. No, you're free to go.
About time. Actually, wait, I can do better than that. Take my notes. Just do me a favor and don't tell Sansa where I've been. I'll come up with something. As soon as... See, Sala's Keep, he said. It'll be an adventure. That's an experience I won't repeat.
I've only heard stories of this place. Amazing. Ah, my eyes are stinging something fierce.
Outsiders aren't permitted in Solace Keep. And I have all the time in the world. I stand here all day, no person excepting wardens of the Pargru, heretofore established by none. I don't know. Without the Solace Council or a warden to vouch for, no warden.
We really will have to drag Marius into this, won't we? The poor dear.
Envoy? I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another way. Maybe we Fuitu Mayo, Envoy, I don't know. I've seen that island off the coast all my life. But it always felt like a legend. Like those... So, do you blame me? A magical place Solace has been sworn to protect since it was found. Sounds to me like a good way to get a nosy kid to stop asking questions. There is something. Since we entered the Tusks, I've been getting these flashes of... They seem to be about a village, somewhere north of Solace. Right. Well, thanks. Anyway. What do you want to talk about? Solace is a walled keep that the park instead of nice. There's a place in the southwest of it. There used to be an old. No one's sure. That's. This place was named after Galloway. Lava. Right. Changing the subject. Not before I've done some reading.
How could they? Vipers in the grass. We do not, cannot forgive. We blessed the Tabaru Sinakis and they prick us in return. Roots like a wall. We only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. We grieved, but we saved many. We tended, comforted the living, and yet still the branches swipe. They should have honored you, their wrath. But you are here, a green shoot after the... Words like bile. Sleep now, dream of gold.
Anyone else finding it hard to breathe?
Oh dear. Focus on something else, dear. Like how terrible the tusks smell.
You again.
Ah, voitu meu. It's Cosme.
Mar? Marius?
You.
Asshole. You show your face.
Right. Even more than you.
We used to be friends. But then this Gitule left. Unannounced. No note. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adhere. No offense. We all face difficulty, yet we've stayed, except Marius.
Let us handle the council. You just sit here staring out into the tusks like you were.
You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express...
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden. Ha! If those bastards were here, we'd know. And if they came for us, we'd...
Oh, then I guess we have nothing to worry about. Solace is safe.
And I'm supposed to take you at your word? You know the position this puts me in. If I... Just like an adherent to make a convenient promise they have no... There are always
Cosmine, Solace Keep is in real danger. Do you truly...
Gods damn it. I'll let you in, but be warned.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You lower it on down.
You think they'd let me get on and ride it to the top?
Just be aware, people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls. God.
If it's the new recruit... All right, all right.
You look just like Mother. Is that...
Welcome back to...
Sanctuary of Nandro. Hasn't changed a bit.
What is crown? An outsider here.
Mihala is to blame. We need to open our gates.
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
Of course they have an elevator. How elevated?
If we open our gates to outlanders, we stand to lose everything. They will come. We will talk about this later. Guest. What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
Indeed you do.
And we'll gladly help you, right across our borders.
Believe me, I don't intend to stick around. Tell us what we need to know and we'll be gone before you remember to miss me.
Very well. We'll deal with you later.
So, you need our help. What do you expect us to do for you, precisely? There is no dream scourge in...
Nor has there ever... You speak with such confidence for a... It is the spirit of Nandru, our founder, that shields us.
So it is...
Your cynicism shames you, Kostya, and shames Nandru's sacred. When Nandru walked beneath the keep to meet the gods and disappeared into it, he left his wardens. How can I trust an Adiran to truthfully report this?
These are unusual times, Mihala. Regrettably, our messengers have heard as much from Paradise. Fior, third. What if Nandru's aegis?
I do not believe it, but I am not unmoved. You say you mean to end this plague of... There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge. Well, how do you know of our garden, Envoy?
Right. Here we go.
Be silent.
The garden is our sacred purpose. Its observation and protection. We used to be wanderers, explorers, caretakers of the island. Until Nandru heard the call, he planted Solace Keep here, in the spot where it first spoke to him, and charged his people to
More accurately, he chained us to a barren wasteland 600 years ago.
He gave his life to protect us from the world.
Mind how you speak of the guard.
Nandru once wrote that the island spoke.
The Envoy does bear a remarkable
The markings on your face. I recognize them. Enough. I know you Outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost... If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discuss. But I fear...
I don't care if you do, even if we knew of the potential of another. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways. You are an outsider, and will remain one forever. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here.
Envoy, be practical. You may be uniquely capable. There are 3. I would expect nothing less.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time.
With all due hate.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to...
Follow me.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless.
And I thought Vidara was inferior.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you... I wanted to apologize for what happened. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. But Mihala, she... well, she's a devout... Of course. Our people starve and grow ill. And it's all because Mihala insists she won't let our people leave or speak without... There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our... It's why I play my part where she can see. I am. I know I can't win all of them. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Do you understand? The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend it. We will not last here much longer. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, all of which your ambassador in Paradis. Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I lied to you. I'm sorry, but I couldn't let Mihala know the truth. She would have had us rushing headlong. The garden does not matter to me. My people. Every person who... The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. It doesn't matter how reasonable he is. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order against Mihala's wishes. I have written. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf...
You give them the keep?
I understand ridding yourselves of the keep, but to help the Stilgarot...
The keep. It's in name. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgarot in its existence has cost us so much. She already knows what I intend, and she doesn't care. Because she doesn't believe you're After Fior, I suspect you Adirans think of the people of the... An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation. It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. You are not the first person to... I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor. I would never ask you not to defend yourself. In any case, the Stilgarot are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the... That will not happen if there is not also. Well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Oh, please, look.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marius. Because I trust you. And is that so outrageous? You were missed here. Whatever the...
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious. They are to the north of Solace Keep, along the... And beware. If my warden's reports are accurate, there are... Look for Elder Grigor at the archives. He should be able to give you a full accounting. Thank you for this, Envoy.
news, Andrada?
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain. No, the council's still going at it.
Feel like making yourself useful, Alfred?
Mihala understands.
Hmm.